in USA. Every person who is a non-immigrant in United States has to be registered in USA. Every person who is illegally staying in United States have to register in USA. Otherwise, it's a crime. And of course, most of all our audiences are legal immigrants, so we're going to address only legal immigration. If anybody is undocumented present here, we definitely want you to contact an immigration lawyer. But for those people who are documentedly are non-immigrant status here in United States, MD, they said very clearly anybody who has an I-94 was being issued when they entered into the United States, their I-94 has been extended. They don't have to register because they're considered to have been already registered, though. However, though, there is a certain class of people, Emily, which need to be registered. Is that if at the time when they entered into the United States, their biometrics are not being done, especially for the children who are under 14 years, the biometrics is not done. And they turn above 14 after coming into the United States, they need to register. Is that right, Emily?
Correct. Yeah. And they say that going forward, anyone who's in that situation needs to register. Their parents need to register them within 30 days of their 14th birthday. I think where the question comes in is what about kids who already turned 14 while they were in the U.S. who, before this regulation takes effect. And so I think, based on our discussions, we don't really see any downside of registering them in this new process. It's a pretty straightforward form. You're just providing employment history, which there generally won't be any for kids who just turned 14, address history, parents' information. And then once you submit that, they will receive an appointment for biometrics, go in and get the biometrics, and then they'll be able to download proof that they have registered. So at this point, for people who've already turned 14 and are trying to comply with this rule, would you suggest that they go ahead, if they are lawfully here, to go ahead and do that registration?
I would recommend that they register before 30 days from February 25th. That's when the notification was been issued. We are going to provide a link to my USCIS account. We're going to, the form that you need to fill there is called G-325R, which I have filled it myself. It's very easy. The questions, the little bit controversial questions that are there, other than what Emily said, is that father's name, mother's name, date of birth, and employment information, which I don't think so. There should be any employment information of the 14 or the children. The issue was that what is the purpose of your visit? What is the purpose why you're staying in United States? Since the child, if you disagree with my statement, please don't make the statement in the form. Most of the children who are here are to accompany the parents and go to school. That is the purpose for which they are staying in United States, according to me. But you can make that statement if that is the correct statement. They also have the intended date they leave the country. They can put the expiration date of their H-4 or any non-immigrant visas, and they can say that they can extend it based on their parents' stay in United States. They can extend it beyond that period of time. These are the two questions I see a little bit confusing, which I answered it to you. I'm going to give the link of the My USCIS account. I'm going to give the link, the form number also. I will list it out in the YouTube. It will be done by tomorrow. You will have a note of that. It's called G-325R that you need to register. It's a very simple form that everybody who's... Now, if you have a doubt whether your child has already been, biometrics has been already done or not, just register it. It's not going to harm. If, for example, if somebody has already done the biometrics and they registered it, it's not going to cause any problem for them. So go ahead and register it because it's very simple. We have done this in 2000, Emily. You were there, right, Emily? 2000?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with NCERS.
Yeah, NCERS. Yeah, in 2000, we have done this registration before. When the September 11th happened, they have to register everybody who's undocumented. We have gone with some of the people and helped them register also. I had no issues. So please go and register everybody. This is only, we are speaking of the non-immigrant people who are in United States who have turned 14 after their biometrics has not been done. So please have them registered very soon, though. Don't delay that one.
Yeah, and the specific wording of those questions that might be a little confusing are, since entry, what activities have you been engaged in? In what activities do you intend to engage in between now and the expected date of your departure? How long do you expect to remain in the United States? And then what is your expected date of departure? And so Raul provided kind of what you can state in those situations, assuming that that is accurate information. But certainly, you know, kids are here accompanying their parents, and their expiration date is going to be the date that's on their I-94, the most recent one. I don't think there's any issue, you know, if I put that I'm planning on staying here for 3 years, and then 3 years from now I file an extension. Do they need to update their registration? I don't think so. I think this is just providing the information today as it is today so that you can get a fingerprinting appointment.
I see the question coming from Casey. My child went to India and came back at 15 years of age, still need registration. You have a doubt, guys, just register. It's easier. It's an online, there is not much there in there. So if you have a doubt, register. So, but technically speaking of, if they have gone to the biometrics there in India, they don't need to, but just in case, if you have any doubt, just